Yesterday morning, the federal government declared a federal public health emergency. And in alignment with the federal government, Los Angeles County Public Health has done the same. Among other things, this emergency will assist with staffing ratios at our medical facilities, both residential and at our hospitals, and ensure displaced residents have access to the necessary medications and prescriptions. In addition, there will be a focus on the health and safety of our first responders to ensure that they remain healthy while they are protecting our communities. All of the emergency proclamations I have signed as the chair of the board, along with our local public health emergency declaration, will be ratified on Tuesday in our motion that I have co-authored with Supervisor Lindsay Horvath. We have received an overwhelming amount of support and outpouring of assistance from all corners of the county, state, and quite frankly, the nation. It is paramount that we appropriately harness and utilize these resources to maximize the benefit to the impacted residents to address their most immediate needs. And let me go off script for a minute. Last night when I got home, one of my dear friends lost everything. And I went on the GoFundMe page that was set up by his family. And I was shocked to find out that to give $500, they were going to charge me $95. So I'm going to be reaching out to the CEO of GoFundMe to find out if at the very least they can cut the cost in order to ensure that the money goes directly to the family. I think it's important for us to recognize that I know it's a company and they deserve to be able to pay for their overhead, but at the same time, we are in a crisis. These families are suffering. So again, I'm going to be reaching out to the CEO of GoFundMe to ask him to, at the very least, slash the amount of money that's costing to give to people in need. To that end, with the fact that we are looking at how to best harness and utilize these resources, a motion which is going to be co-authored with Supervisor Horvath is going to include a directive to our Chief Executive Officer to immediately work on the development, oversight, and draft parameters of a fund to be managed by a third-party fiscal sponsor to provide flexible spending that supports the most impacted individuals in the communities that have been devastated by these fires. On that note, I also want to take a moment to emphasize to our constituents that we will be here during the recovery process every step of the way. I've talked to people that want to know when they can begin to rebuild. I'm directing our county departments to set up local assistance centers for residents who've lost their homes. These will be one-stop shops for resources on the ground and in the community. We are here for you, and we will be here for you throughout the entire time it takes to restore our neighborhoods impacted by the fires. We are going to rebuild LA, and we're going to rebuild it in a timely fashion. Lastly, I want to mention an important resource for those who've been displaced and in need to begin the claims process. All our LA County libraries and their staff are available for displaced residents to use computers and internet access to complete the FEMA and assessor claim forms. We have also engaged the assessor to provide a warm line for the library to get questions quickly answered and resolved for residents. I continue to work with FEMA to address the problem that has occurred when people apply and they check the box that says they have insurance. Their claim is automatically denied. FEMA is aware of this glitch and is working to correct it. As soon as we get an update, I promise you we will provide that information. But I encourage everyone to go to any one of our libraries or go online if you have access to a computer to begin the claims process with FEMA. And if you have any issues, be patient. We are working day and night to make sure that we get you the answers. With that, I would like to turn it over to my colleague, Supervisor Lindsay Horvath.